Hi guys.
Okay, thank you so much for watching. This time of year gets me a little bit emotional because the baby is going back to college for year 2. And Charlie just graduated last year. So I was talking about back to school. It's back to school in the neighborhood. All the kids are going to school. And so we started to talk about, okay, let's have a little chat about makeup and teen makeup and back to school makeup. And Taylor was like, I'm not a teen anymore. And I said, you're still 19, so you can help your mom. So that's kind of how this started. And then we thought, let's talk about makeup, because whether you are a mom of young kids, girls going back to school, or maybe you've already sent your kids off, but there are always basics to talk about. And we thought we'd just have a little conversation. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So Taylor and Charlie, and this is June with grass hanging out of her mouth. Okay, so let's just talk a little bit about skincare and makeup, right? That's what this is all about. Do you remember how old you were when you started wearing makeup?
When I started wearing makeup to school, I was probably 8th or 9th grade. Probably high school was when I first started wearing it. But I was a competitive dancer at a very young age. I probably started competing on stage at 8,
Yeah,
even.
like 5th grade, 4th,
Yeah.
5th grade, something like that?
So I had a heavy makeup look, which was blue red lip sense, foundation if I needed it, and like a dark smoky eye with lashes and everything.
Because you had to be seen on stage, and
Yeah.
that's a whole different story. But
So-
on a regular everyday,
I got pretty comfortable with
yeah.
doing makeup pretty young.
Yeah. How about you, Charlie?
I kind of feel like it was like 7th grade is when I started wearing like bare minimum of, I don't know, moisturizer, washing my face, and maybe some mascara here and there. But I don't think it was in elementary school. I think
No.
it was the start of...
It's funny, when I first started wearing makeup, it was 6th grade, and I can remember one of the girls I'd walk to school with. So I'd leave from my house, pick her up at her house. She would load up her bag with all this like bright blue eyeshadow. We'd walk to school, 6th grade, go into the bathroom and put on this blue eyeshadow and mascara every day. And then we'd wash it off. I'd stop at her house, wash it off before I walked home.
Amazing.
I know.
Troublemaker.
It's scary, but I didn't. So in my generation, we didn't learn about makeup from videos, tutorials. You know, we'd see a magazine and you'd think, oh, that's what I got to do. Teen magazine, whatever. So I love now that there's a lot more information out there. However, I've noticed as a skincare and makeup expert, not all the information out there is accurate. So let's talk a little bit and I know this is probably funny because when I first said we were going to talk about makeup, they were like, I would roll out of bed before school and put my hair in a bun and wear sweats, and that was it, right? And knowing their mom has been selling makeup since they were babies, she was 6 months old when I started. So let's talk a little bit about, what do you think was like the first thing you did? Or did you, I know you guys never wanted to use your mom's makeup because you always wanted to use other stuff.
Yeah, defiant.
Yeah?
Yeah. Didn't know.
No, my friends are wearing this, and this. I don't want to wear my mom's stuff.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, yeah.
But then definitely as we grew up, it was like, you guys are like contaminating your skin, and like I get to just text my mom and
Isn't
get the
that
real
funny?
stuff.
I notice a lot on, like, everybody's makeup looks beautiful, but when you look up close on their skin, you see all kinds of issues going on. And so for me, I'm like cringe because I'm like, powder's sitting on your skin. I can remember you coming home, if you'd use someone's blush and you would have a breakout on your cheek of blush.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Taylor, what did you put on your face? Nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, I do have really sensitive skin to stuff that isn't Senegence. It's picky
Well,
skin.
And I didn't know, I didn't wear a lot of makeup when I was working on the cruise line, but I was in the sun all day, and all my makeup would smush off on my white collar. So, like, I didn't know better either. You think you're getting brand name, best stuff there is until you learn.
Yeah.
Until you learn better. But
Yeah, exactly.
But
All
I
right.
think I really started on, it wasn't even the makeup, it was just, hey, Charlie, I think you should start washing your face every day and like going through, getting into sports and
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
being sweaty. And then it's like, oh,
You need to wash your face
I need
after
to wash
you come
my
home
face.
from. Yeah.
So I think it started
you
with that.
You did cross country, you did basketball, soccer, all the things.
Yeah.
And it's hard, and I know even with dance, by the time you get home, it's 11 o'clock, 11:30 at night, and you're like tired. But it makes a big difference when you can take that extra minute and actually wash your face. Even
Yeah.
if you didn't wear makeup, just to wash your face and get all the get all the junk from your day off.
Yeah.
Okay, so if there was something that you wish you knew earlier or that you'd paid more attention to with your mom talking, what do you wish you knew sooner when it comes to skincare and makeup?
I wish that I learned about moisturizer earlier than I did, because I feel like right now it's such a staple for me,
Right.
morning and night, every time I wash my face, but I think for a long time it wasn't really, and I'm like, what's the point of moisturizer?
Right.
But
right.
now, like, yeah, I can't, like, it has the SPF in it too, which is like so helpful for just life. So
Right, every day. And going to school in Arizona.
Yeah.
I think a lot of teenagers, at least when I come across questions, it's like, and it's not just teenagers, honestly. I have oily skin, I don't need moisturizer. Do you ever hear that? It's like, no, I don't
Yeah.
need moisturizer. And you guys may have thought that too. You're
Yeah.
sweaty or oily, you don't want to put anything else on because you're already breaking out from the oils. And the oil and the moisture is two separate things. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. Yeah. Anything else?
Yes, I just had something
Okay.
in my head. I think growing up, like for me, also the other thing of like wanting to be defiant and not wear whatever my mom is selling. I think also, especially to like a young brain, looking at like high quality, expensive makeup to a child, where I'm like, why would I spend however much on this actually good mascara when, oh, my friend just bought 3 for $5 and I can just have one of those. So kind of learning about the quality and investments of like, this is going to be good for your skin in the long run. Like, sure, young skin bounces back, but I feel like
That's a really good point.
the investment and knowledge of like, no, this is actually very beneficial for you, and
Yeah.
it's worth the cost tenfold, is something that took a while for me. And even I don't even know if it sinks in yet, because I probably don't always have to pay full price for things.
Okay, Taylor just did a whole bunch of organization of my inventory, so I can find a job for you so you can get product.
Beautiful.
I love it. All right, I got a couple questions for you. When you were in school, what was your like must-have to go out the door? Was there anything that you did for sure every day that you were like, I
Yeah.
don't care how much I sleep in, this is what I'm gonna do?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, as I got older, like senior year, I cared less and less about. I was just, I
everything.
need to get to school. I need to get to school. But most of high school, I would say I wore mascara every day, and like that was the must-have thing. If I put any makeup on, that is what I was gonna put on.
Yeah.
And then I always had my sports bomb in my backpack, so
I
it would
like
always
that. I
be
know,
on me.
because you've always had chapped lips, and the sports bomb is something that you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You've
I
worn
can't
it.
even imagine wearing like chapstick, like, yeah,
Yeah, I get it.
sports bomb.
I think mine was always like questionable if I brushed my hair in the morning, but I would roll out of bed and put on the moisturizer, and usually after that I've been on the tinted moisturizer for a few
time.
years. I really love that product. It doesn't feel so heavy, but it's also like additional moisturizer and just like evens out. My face gets like red and blotchy, so just like evens it out more. So it's moisturizer, the CC cream, and mascara. It was always.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I really loved mascara
That's awesome.
and some messy hair
Messy bun, which I could never master, but you guys were really good at that.
because it was even in high school basketball games. Don't come home before whatever. Not that you need to look great for a basketball game, but like sometimes I'm like, oof, the school is gonna see me, and even in the morning, when I put on that mascara, I know it's not going to rub off through the school day, and then it's gonna last me through an entire basketball game without like I'm sweaty, but like, hey, my eyes still look great.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right, so washing your face. This is a big subject because it's not just teens with this issue. There are so many people, I know you're saying, oh my gosh, she's talking to me, that only wash their face once a day. So tell me your thinking on washing your face. You probably know what I'm going to say, but what is your feeling on it? Like, do you wash your face once a day, twice a day, and why?
So usually it depends. The easiest for me is just like trying to create that routine. So if my face wash is in the shower and I shower once a day, no, I'm pretty good. My hair gets so oily, I feel like I have to shower every day, which is a whole other issue. But if it's in the shower, I know I'll wash my face in the shower, and usually that's in the morning. So on nights, like if I have a full face of makeup from whatever, like had a fun night, and I have a lot of makeup on, I will wash my face again that night.
Yeah.
But if I don't, sometimes if I assess how much makeup or whatever is on my face, sometimes I will not wash my face at night. Or if I shower at night, maybe the next morning I won't. So it's usually once a day, and then the occasional twice a day.
How about you, Tay?
I also wash my face every time I'm in the shower, but I also do it every night, no matter what, and I do that just to like feel clean after. It's been a habit for so long, but I am not super great about washing my face in the morning,
Oh, yeah.
but I'm trying to get in a better habit about that.
It's interesting because I used to only wash my face at night, and then, I mean, it's been 20 years with this, but then I learned how important it is. So I think it's important for people to understand what their skin is actually doing at night when you're sleeping, even though it feels like, okay, you washed your makeup off at night, why would you wash it again in the morning? But all the things your face is doing at night and just getting a nice clean start, it is kind of important. But I like that you're creating a habit. So it's, hey, it's in the shower, I'm going to do it when I take a shower. It's, whatever that habit is, habit stacking is a great tool for everything in your life.
Do you know anything about like the effects of like sleeping in your makeup?
Oh my gosh, so many things. So like I even talk about when you're sleeping and your face, you get hot. I sleep like this a lot of times, and you guys know I always have lip color on my hand, and I'll wake up and I'll have like color on my face. I'm like, oh my gosh, what happened? And I forget because I sleep like this. The heat, your pores open, whatever's on your skin is going in. So if you didn't wash your face at night, then whatever was on your skin all day. I mean, look at now, we're washing our hands constantly because we know that bacteria lives on our hands. It's on your face too. And if you're not washing it off, it's going in your pores as your pores open up at night. All those things are coming in your skin. So making sure you have clean skin at night, in the morning, use your moisturizer, get all the good nutrients in your skin. But your skin regenerates just like your body overnight. So it's probably the most important to do it at night, but it definitely can make a big difference if you do it in the morning as well.
Yes, and if anyone needed a reason to start doing that, really the feeling of like a clean face and then putting on that moisturizer, the nighttime moisturizer, on a clean face of freshly washed, feels so good.
It feels like plump and like
buttery and just
like renewed face. Like,
so if anything, that minute and a half of putting my hair back and getting it wet and finding a washcloth,
it's gonna be worth it.
That's funny.
It'll be worth it.
I love it too because a lot of people think, oh, I don't have time. But if you think of that few moments before you go to bed, the few moments in the morning, that's like your time. Like, I know everyone makes fun of me. Dad makes fun of me. When everyone, how long is it going to take you to get ready? An hour. Because I take a shower, I do my hair, I do my skincare. It's like I just take my time. That's kind of my time. So I get that, you know, and you guys are good examples of self-care. Like when we do our girls' mask nights, that's pretty fun. It's like all the masks, the gold mask, the peel-off thing, the scrubs, all of that. And those are important things to do that a lot of people don't take time to do. So, all right. So what you said your product in school you wouldn't live without was mascara. What now? What as you're going into college? Do a lot of people do the girls wear a lot of makeup, or is it less? Do you think?
I've only been in school 1 year, and it was a COVID year. So, but what I feel like for me and my roommates was like we didn't really wear makeup most of the time because Zooms and stuff,
Yeah,
and you're wearing a mask in class. But then on like the weekends or the nights that we would go out, then it would be like 10 times the makeup, like not normal makeup anymore. So it was very
stuff.
0 and 100, no
That's
middle
funny.
ground.
Yeah.
I also agree. I think
Yeah.
like there's a certain like appeal to that as well of like I don't need to wear anything. I can wear the bare minimum of just clean face with some mascara, some natural looking makeup to class. But and I still look great just in like a big t-shirt and some shorts in my backpack. But then you're gonna see me in 5 hours out later, and I'm gonna look like a whole other person.
Blue
I feel
eyeliner, yeah, you know.
That's
Yes.
funny.
Yeah.
I love it. So, all right. So you think that's kind of the trend is people aren't really
It's
a lot on
the natural not trying, but I know it also really depends on where you're at.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
some people have perfected like by your time you're in college, I feel like a lot of people know what they're doing and know their
not
signature.
as worried
like,
about
Yeah.
other people.
You get in your own habit of what you like, and
Because I felt like that. Like in high school, it was like, oh, I gotta look good. I gotta, you know. And then later in life, you're like, this is me, whatever it is that
Exactly.
I do. And
yeah, you get in your routine of what makes you feel most confident, and that's what you stick to.
yeah. What do you think is the biggest mistake that girls your age or younger make? What do they think that you know now that you're like, ooh, yeah, I wish I could tell them?
Oh, I just immediately thought of my thing when you said that. I think that I put so much thought into what I looked like all through, I mean, even middle school. Like, that was probably the most, but the older I've gotten, the more I've realized that I'm the one judging myself the most, and no one else sees the one eyebrow hair not plucked and the pimple on my chin or something. It's
Isn't that
just
funny?
me noticing that.
Did you say that because of my pimple on my
No.
that makes me tear up. You know what? That is a part of what I do that really gets to my soul because so many, especially girls, think they have to look a certain way to be noticed, or you know, it's like I love that you girls, I'm so proud of you because I feel like all three of you guys are so confident in who you are. Like, you know, I know it takes time, and I know it wasn't that way when you were younger. Because I feel like girls are always trying to find their path and where do I fit? How do I fit in this? And as you know, go from middle school to high school, it's like, where is my path? And I know we talked about it with you moving to a new school, new state. Like, you can be anyone you want. Okay, who is that going to be? And then when you go to college, that's a whole nother thing. And do you feel like that confidence just builds in yourself, or do you think what's changed for you guys? What helped you get to that point?
But I think to both of those points, you don't realize that it's okay to be whoever you are, because it's like, what are the latest trends, or how can I be like everyone else? I feel like everyone is like, this is the norm, so like, sure, you can defer from that a little bit, but like not too much. How much I need to be similar, and everyone is very like,
Wants to fit in.
yes.
same, yeah.
Oh, this is the trend. We're all going to be on that same trend. And as you grow up, you're like, okay, but I actually really like this thing, and my best friend likes that thing, and that's so fine.
Yeah.
And so learning, like figuring out that
Acceptance
it's
and-
okay to be you, and that's the funnest part of it all, is accepting and acknowledging and celebrating differences
I love that.
rather than all only wanting the one thing and accepting that and pushing that on everyone else.
Like the blue eyeshadow.
Like the
Every
blue
day.
eyeshadow. Every day. But
Every
hey, now,
day.
if that's what you wanted to do, heck,
Yeah.
girl, I'm going to
Say,
cheer
yeah,
you
Mom.
on while
Look
you
at that
do
blue
that.
eyeshadow.
That's right. I love that. And I love how you guys have been a part of the change, and you stand up for people and you recognize that individuality in people and the confidence. I love it. I think it's awesome. Anything else you want to share that might be helpful for teens or moms of teens or...
So kind of still on the same track as the last question, like if you are a kid, or maybe you're not a kid, that's not the term, but it's okay to go on that own path. And same with the moms of like, with this makeup, we know it's great products and it's good for your skin, and it's like more on the deeper level of like, this is good product, not just makeup or whatever, that it's okay to give the tools to your child, and maybe they're gonna do the blue eyeshadow and thick black eyeliner for a year and make mistakes or pictures that they look back on and like, wow, I'm glad I grew out of that trend. But I think it's
Yeah.
okay to, instead of, oh, I don't know, makeup is, it's, you're too young for makeup, or you're too whatever. I think it's okay to go through those changes and mistakes and learn and
Yeah.
grow and do
It's
all
a harmless learning. I will tell you, that was always something that your dad and I felt like, we want you guys to be individual. When Mackenzie wanted black hair, okay, have black hair because it'll grow back, you know. But we always said no tattoos and no extra 5 zillion piercings until you're 18. You guys all have pierced noses, but you know, it's like, it's okay. That's you. That's fun. And they may even convince me to get one myself. I don't know. You never know. But not just because it's cool, because you guys have it.
Right.
But
You know,
because
right.
you are,
Because I might
have
want
now accepted that tattoos and piercings and colorful hair are not bad.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, I love it. I just being individual and playing, and I know you guys have learned a lot about Senegence as you've grown up in this business. So I appreciate you coming and playing and sharing some of your thoughts about this whole thing. And we should have a spa party before you go back to school.
Okay.
Okay, we might have to do that and share that with you.
And don't forget your sports bomb at home.
That's
Keep it in your
right.
backpack.
Oh my gosh, put it in your backpack. Have it with you at all times. Yes, very good advice.
Okay,
Thanks,
good luck
guys.
back to school. We're rooting for you.